Okay, all right. I hope y'all cool, cause I'm almost through. I know you wanted a break, but try to run through it. Okay. All right. In a Brave New World, on the 14th page of the introduction, Adolf Huxley is quoted. Well, let me not go there yet. Excuse me, now. My bad. This is John Paul right here. This is what he was saying to the Jesuits again. I'm going to piggyback to them. In the Pope involvement, he said to keep clear of politics and honor Roman Catholic tradition. So they were just trying to keep that on the down low. The source here, you can actually Google and put in quotations. You'll get the article. John Paul tells Jesuits to avoid politics, abide by church rules. It's not like they're keeping it secret. And again, Pope Paul VI, he came out and he said, the need is clear to have, in the course of time, world government by a world authority. So all of the stuff is there. Now, this is the part. Yes, this is where I wanted to get to. It says in Sunday Visitor, our Sunday Visitor, that on the Pope's mitre, that these are the letters. I don't even know what that say. I don't even want to say it, actually. Now, if you look, that's the Roman numerals. See what they add up to. That's, if you can see it. Basically, it adds up to 666. And it's no coincidences. That 500 plus 100, that's 600. The 2 5s and the 50, that's 560, and then it's 6 1s, 666. It's no coincidence that this brother, this demon, this housing demons in the Vatican. So I had to come back to that picture again. The first slide I started with, just to let y'all know that it is a whole lot of evidence out here. These aren't just coincidences. Now I'm getting to Brave New World. Now this is amazing. I got some just to show everybody. I want to get so many copies of this article right here. You see they got the baby. It kind of look like the baby plugged up to something. Like that don't look like no placenta. That look like a hand, an evil skull right there. And so on page 14 of the introduction, it says government by clubs and firing squads by artificial famine. Mass imprisonment and mass deportation is not merely inhumane. Nobody cares much about that nowadays. It is demonstrably inefficient, and in an age of advanced technology, inefficiency is a sin against a sin against the Holy Ghost. And it's one more. It's one more. He says on the following page, 15 of the introduction, a really efficient totalitarian state would be one in which the all-powerful executive of the political bosses and their army of managers control a population of slaves who do not have to be coerced because they love their servitude. How many times have we heard that? To make them love, it is the task assigned in present-day totalitarian states to ministries of propaganda, newspaper editors, and school teachers. Yeah, we need to start schooling our teachers. Schooling our kids, excuse me. It's the final part right here. Well, before I even get there, this article, I had told Brother Akili, I was working on my lecture. This is a hard lecture right here because, you know, it's so much information, and I'm trying to keep y'all with me, you know, because it's just so much, and I'm just focusing on everything. But here we go, right here. This is from July 16th, the World Future Society. They had a conference in Chicago. What they were talking about first was nanobot technology. That nanobots you would be able to determine whether it would be good or evil with the rise in technology. So nanobots basically start committing crimes. I said, man, this stuff is just getting deep. And so when I read further, it says right here, on the reproduction front, experts will talk about the idea of a super baby, in parentheses, designing offspring inside and out, a future where babies can be genetically engineered. And you tell me we're not getting to that point yet. It was in the Matrix. They putting it everywhere. They put it all on the TV that's what they want to do. They want to sterilize us through the water supply, through the food, so we won't have no kids. Or hey, we're gonna inject you so you can have a kid to keep the population going. I don't even know, but they call it the pursuit of perfection. And to sell it to the public, to sell it to you and me. Oh, and this is secular humanism in itself because it's a belief in no creator. We're creating. So what they basically are, what they basically promote is secular humanism and the pursuit for perfection is what they call it. To be perfect, where they tell you, well, hey, your child won't get any diseases. It's going to be healthy. That's the sale. That's the pitch. That it's going to be a healthy baby.
Just like in the Brave New World.
Yeah, exactly. And boy, in the Brave New World, this is the article right here.
What was the name and date of that article?
For futurists, tomorrow never lies.
Mm-hmm.
And they so they so serious about it. They saying stuff about like living to 200 years old. Just going against everything. And so, basically, to sum it up, I wish Brother Salim didn't go. At the end, all I was saying in this whole entire presentation, I wish I could have talked more on current events because there's a lot going on the Federal Reserve is doing right now. But like giving New Zealand $9 billion, that could have been $3,000 per American citizen. But the American military, the American military, the way they spread. Does this look familiar? The European Union, the European Union, the London financial systems, the dominancy, the euro, the euro. Does this look familiar, y'all? Does it look familiar? These people ain't playing no games. Ain't nothing, like Salim said, ain't nothing changed. The map will tell you right there, ain't nothing changed. And they spreading again. Because they know their time is up. They know their time is really low. So what do? They gotta do it through the financial systems right now. And then they put a brother up there that looked like you and me. To convince us. So I just want to get back to this last point, and I'm gone. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results.
That's right.
So with this chart right here, it's easy to say. I could put 2009 on there and reconstruct it. We could. We gotta still be doing the same thing, and it's about time that we start doing things a little bit different. Perhaps we need a new religion, and this my religion is free. I'm going, y'all. What's going on, y'all? It's Read or Die. We out here. We doing it again. Just like to welcome everybody. It's been a lot going on. But before I get into that, I just want you guys to know that Read or Die is out here to help organization, self-efficiency, protection. Those are some of the things that we need in the coming years. We're worried about getting Olympics in Chicago by 2016. We seeing that far ahead, but if you go downtown to the Chicago Urban Planning Foundation, it's somewhere on Michigan Ave. I don't know the exact location, but you can Google it and find out. They have in there for the people downtown. By 2020, Chicago will be suffering from water shortages. United Nations already said 2025, which we know is gonna be earlier than that. I was out the other night. I'm talking to this guy. Hey, you gotta love white people, man. I'm serious. You gotta love them though. because they always abreast to information. Maybe it's like, I said, yeah, the United Nations, they say the water supply is gonna be a shortage. 2 out of every 3 people will suffer from water shortage by 2025. He tells me, he says, the only thing is, it's gonna be sooner than that. And I laugh like, oh, I already know. I already know. So I think that that's one of the things that we need to be worried about. Why we have land on the west side. I be looking at people on the west side like, damn, look at all of this land. I stop and look like, damn, big land, and people just walking by it, talking about we in a recession. You better, why don't you plant a